Ah, you're here. It's a great pleasure to meet one of the Republic's finest. I realize you can't discuss it, Lieutenant, but thank you for exposing the traitors on Ord Mantell.
If you know about that, you also know I've got unfinished business.
I'm not here to keep you from that. I represent Vanara Kale, Senator of Coruscant. She not only speaks for our capital world in the Galactic Senate, but oversees this planet's government. Senator Kale leads the effort to rebuild what was destroyed during the Sith Empire's invasion. Healing those old wounds has been slow and painful.
The war's been over a long time. It's hard to believe we're still recovering.
Some wounds run deeper than others. This world faces many a crisis. A shattered infrastructure, a booming refugee population, whole sectors descending into anarchy. All of these hinder the rebuilding. Senator Kale believes you're specially qualified to deal with a dangerous and urgent threat. She'd appreciate the favor of a meeting. Immediately.
I'm here on urgent business. I don't have time for political games.
This is no game, Lieutenant, but I'm not authorized to reveal more. You understand. Senator Kale is the greatest leader we've had in decades. She'll not only rebuild this world, but the rest of the Republic with it. Speak to Minister Imo at the Senate Tower. Tell him you're expected. Good luck, and welcome to Coruscant.
Permerati Hivo, Semper Finst June, Umesan, Dumul Ganyor Nord.
Thank you for coming on short notice. I'm Senator Vanara Kale. Forgive my abruptness, but time is a luxury I don't possess. As you may have heard, Coruscant is overwhelmed with refugees fleeing Imperial tyranny. Many have been here since the war. The refugees took over the old galactic market sector, huddling in shops and warehouses that were abandoned during the sacking of Coruscant. They refused to leave.
Is the Republic doing anything to provide for these refugees?
Resources are scarce. There's only so much we can do. As so often happens when fear and poverty dominate, a criminal element has risen to take advantage of the situation. The Migrant Merchants Guild began as a political advocacy group for refugees. Over the years, it transformed into a ruthless and murderous criminal syndicate.
As if these people didn't have enough problems, now they're being controlled by gangsters.
These criminals exploit the very people their guild allegedly protects. They rule through intimidation and extortion. The Migrant Merchants Guild has grown increasingly hostile and violent. Their criminal enforcers have acquired military-grade weaponry. Earlier today, their thugs took to the streets. They attacked our security personnel, set fires, began rioting. We're facing an armed insurrection.
Have these gangsters made any demands?
They only seem intent on destruction. For generations, the old galactic market was Coruscant's central trade hub. Its importance isn't merely economic. It's a symbol of the Republic's freedom. The comm channels are jammed. We've lost contact with our security forces. I need your help ending this crisis. The criminals must not win.
It'll be my pleasure, Senator. You've inspired me.
The feeling's mutual, Lieutenant. Do whatever you must to save innocent lives from that criminal filth. Find my security chief, Captain Winborn. He'll help. Good luck.
Cut power to the whole blasted planet if you have to. We can't let those crazies take over the network.
Captain Winborn, Senator Kale said you needed backup. What's the situation?
We're getting cut to pieces down here. We're not trained to fight an army of killers. These gangsters are smart, organized, clearly trained off-world. They'll kill thousands. Might even destroy the Senate Tower.
Pull your men back, Captain. Let me handle the criminals.
It's not that simple. They came here with a plan. The gangsters brought slicers to access every network node in the sector. They're trying to take over the automated speeder flight paths. They'll cause thousands of mid-air collisions. It'll rain debris on the Senate Tower like a meteor storm. No telling how many will die.
Send a man to warn the senators. They need to find shelter.
I sent word right before you got here, but there isn't enough time to save everyone. We have to stop this here. The gangsters have armed patrols guarding the network access points. We need to push them back and manually lock down the terminals. Get enough terminals, and we might just pull this off. My men will back you up. Good luck in there. My men can't believe you took on all those gangsters and lived. You're a blasted hero, you know that? With the network terminals locked down, the speeder traffic is secure. Now, all that's left is pushing out those gangsters for good.
Some kind of encrypted message on the network. Looks like a recording.
Let me see that. It's an old Migrant Merchants Guild code. I think I can decrypt it. Here we go.
You accepted our friendship, Senator Gale, and credits. It's time you paid us back. All we want are the housing projects you promised our people now.
Your people will have to wait their turn like everyone else. I owe you nothing. If you continue pushing me, I'll destroy you all.
I can't believe Senator Kale would deal with gangsters. Could that message be forged?
The call was placed directly to her office.
Your extortion attempt has failed. My people are pushing back your little army as we speak. It's over.
Nobody breaks a deal with us, Senator. We'll have what we want, one way or another.
This is way above my pay grade. I'm not destroying the reputation of Coruscant's most popular politician. Take the recording. I don't want it.
I'll talk to her.
She'll have a good explanation. She has to. Senator Kale has done great things for Coruscant. She's a good woman. Give her a chance. My men and I will stay down here. You should go back to the Senate Tower.
That will be all, Minister. Dismissed. Captain Winborn contacted me. You thwarted an attack that would have killed thousands. You have my gratitude. Unfortunately, you also have a holo recording I would like destroyed. Its contents will only cause harm.
Did your security chief spoil the big surprise?
The Migrant Merchants Guild warned me. They're courting my favor as if bargaining were still an option. It never was. My opponent in the elections was a vile man. Lazy, stupid, and corrupt. He wasn't interested in building, only taking. I had to win. But I didn't possess as much wealth as he did. When those gangsters approached me, I accepted their donation. And I'd do it again.
The people choose their leaders by popular vote. What difference did it make how many credits you had?
Don't be naive. Wealth can purchase influence, and influence sways popular opinion. My opponent understood that too well. I stole from those criminals to rebuild Coruscant for its people. Set things right. I'll bring the Migrant Merchants Guild to justice. You hold the power to ensure my success. Let me finish healing this world. Please, destroy that recording.
If you really love the people of Coruscant, you'll admit what you've done. Let them decide whether or not to forgive you.
You think I'm dishonest? I'm just a realist. But there's no point arguing it with you. I won't force you to go public. I'll call an emergency meeting in the Senate. Tell them the truth. Let them decide.
Coruscant will be rebuilt, with or without you. I promise to help finish what you've started.
Perhaps you should run for office. I'll see to it you're properly recognized for your heroism in the old galactic market. Farewell.
Pardon me, soldier. On behalf of Senator Dolly Burbark, I praise you for your service and ask a moment of your time. The senator sent me as his representative, though he'd prefer to be here himself. He loves to walk among his people.
The senator sounds like a wonderful man.
Oh, he's the most wonderful man I've ever met. Today, the senator sent me to find brave and loyal citizens to help with a security crisis. It involves his work to restore the Republic to glory by re-establishing our technological superiority.
Want to elaborate on that a bit?
Absolutely. Senator Bark believes technology is the key to strengthening our military and re-establishing our healthy economy. Recently, the senator arranged to acquire a shipment of computer chips, advanced hardware that could create whole new industries for the Republic. Unfortunately, the shipment was hijacked by the Migrant Merchants Guild. Now, Republic security is afraid to take on the Guild's thugs.
Republic security has a lot on their plate.
The Senator understands that, which is why he wanted me to find someone like you. Recovering the shipment of chips from the Guild would be a great service to Senator Bark and the Republic.
Serving the Republic is what I do.
I can see you're a man of action. Perfect for this job. I'm glad I found you. To find out where the Guild has hidden the Senator's shipment, you'll have to speak with Security Captain Denel Zahn. He ran the investigation. Then return the shipment to Senator Bark's office in the Senate Tower. I'm sure he'll want to thank you personally.
In accordance with Security Force Regulation 1195, conversations with non-security personnel are to be kept to a minimum. Let's make this quick. I'm Captain Denel Zahn. Senator Bark's page ordered me to give you information regarding the Senator's stolen goods.
Where can I find the shipment?
Look, I don't work for him. If you want that information, we're gonna have to come to an understanding. Did the Senator's crony tell you where the shipment came from, or what these computer chips are for?
Now that you mention it, he didn't explain anything about the chips.
I'm not surprised. These political types like to gloss over details. The chips are from planet Ryloth. They're designed to operate remote-control slave collars. Under Republic Law 4412, Rylothian slave collars and the chips used to make them are illegal in Republic space, even for senators.
Why would a senator need chips for slave collars?
To be honest, I don't know. But it really doesn't change anything. The law is the law. Our immediate problem is that these slave collar chips are spread around the Migrant Merchants Guild headquarters. First priority is get the shipment together again. After that, bring the chips back to me and I'll make sure they're destroyed.
That sounds like the right thing to do.
It's the only thing to do. Find the chips and get out of the Guild warehouse. Once you've got everything, I suggest you let us deal with the shipment, not the Senator. Look what the Wampa dragged in. I was beginning to wonder if I'd see you again. Did you get the shipment of slave collar chips?
Take these chips and destroy them, Captain.
Oh, I will. Senator Bark will be disappointed, but the law is the law, even for senators. I know he probably offered more, but I can at least give you the standard rate for your work.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You've earned those credits. I've got a lot of data work to do now. We don't want the Senator finding any fault with the way this was handled, but you've got my thanks.
I'm desperate, Mal.
I wish I could help, Nick. I really do, but I can't spare the manpower.
Is this what the Republic has been reduced to? Indifference to the suffering of aliens?
My species hasn't affected the way I've been treated.
Maybe that's because you're human enough, or rich enough, or special enough. For us, there is no justice. We are ruled over by gangsters who call themselves the Migrant Merchants Guild, while Republic security...
Nick, none of you should be living here. We can't guarantee your safety. You know that.
Our homes were buried under rubble during the war. Not our fault the businessmen here are all crooks.
Anything I can do for you?
I don't know. Things are not well at all, and I do so need someone. The Republic considers us squatters and wants us out. The Migrant Merchants Guild claims to protect us, but all they do is exploit us. Now the Guild has kidnapped my mate Rhea and put her to work as an entertainer. Rhea! Forced to dance for the pleasure of scoundrels.
You should have mentioned that earlier. Is kidnapping common?
The Guild does whatever it wishes. They are worse than Hutts. Given Republic security's apathy, what is an honest merchant to do?
Oh, for goodness sake, Nick, give it a rest.
There's no telling what humiliations and depravities Rhea's been forced to endure. My beloved is worth a great deal to me. Bring her back and I'll reward you handsomely.
I'm on it.
Thank the ancestors. I cannot express what this means to me. Rhea is being held with the other dancers in the Guild headquarters. She's a beautiful Nautilin with lovely green head tresses. I'm sure you'll know her.
I'm here to see a friend of mine, Rhea Delarue.
Thank you for considering Hanera's dance troupe for your entertainment needs. How may I please you this day?
Nick's worried about you. He asked me to get you out of here.
Blast it. I should have known. I'm afraid you've wasted your time. I'm not here against my will.
Nick said you were brought here by the Guild.
I'm sorry, I should have told Nick the truth. I was just hoping to spare his feelings. Life with him was miserable. Not only were we barely scraping by, but I was fed up. His jealousy was driving me crazy. He didn't want me talking to anyone or going out. Life here is... it's better.
Your mate probably needs to hear this.
I know, I should have realized he would never just let me go. Could you please tell Nick I was shipped off Coruscant? If he thinks I'm gone, he might move on.
Stay here. Your secret's safe with me.
Thank you. I appreciate your help. I hope you'll come back and see me under less formal circumstances.
You're back! Did you find Rhea? What happened?
Your mate's no longer on Coruscant.
What? No, this can't be. Where did she go?
You don't want to know. Trust me.
Oh, my poor Rhea. She was my most valued possession. Why do the ancestors punish me so? I suppose we should settle up, despite the fact that you failed to bring my beloved back. This is yours.
Sorry you're so disappointed.
I must take heart. At least you tried. Thank you and farewell.
Stop there, huh, officer? I can't make out your rank, but I think you can help. Officer Anstis. Nice to... ouch. Meet you. Apparently I've got enemies back at HQ. Got the unenviable task of arresting Gambo, Black Sun enforcer with a string of murders to his name. I've gone inside the dealer's den half a dozen times to confront him. And he's beaten me within a centimeter of my life each time.
What's your status? Any injuries?
My head's pounding and you're covered in spots. I've been better. I'd call for backup, but frankly, Gambo could tear through that whole cantina if he had a mind to. He needs to be talked down or knocked out if I'm gonna arrest him. I'm no match, but you might have a shot.
I'll go talk to Gambo. You should get to a med center.
I won't leave my post. I can't take Gambo, but I can keep tabs on him. No one sees Gambo without going through Zuki, his lookout. If you're lucky, Gambo might give you a few words before he starts swinging. Use them wisely.
I need to talk to Gambo.
Utula musta, wo granitampio, tu pushiwompa. Pilis ka chanagawani chika kospa ini kokate.
I can handle Gambo. He won't hurt you.
Chino hagwa bontagu, chubalong haku. Tong mi cha Kolkata maji, ta us azalas ulval.
Ni kakusha topo, mi chuba!
I'm sure we can settle this peaceably.
Jawamba bugaktu apanki. Chubalang haku, chino hagwa bontagu!
Utula musta, wo granitampio, tu pushiwompa.
Punchimo! Upan chonuli pais tipotoga!
Piska ku, paria pitie, potenia go.
Don't know what you said, but I almost died of shock when Gambo turned himself in. Command might grumble about excessive force, but it's not my fault he picked a fight with someone he couldn't beat. I should call a medic before I pass out. Thanks for the help.
Nayanam Ramkam, Kala Amka Mani Mani, Lidik Bak.
That was a fairly unsubtle attempt to get my attention. I don't want some corrupt senator ordering me into battle. I brought what you asked.
Unuk inumemnu, amka kammem, perolak palak.
It's fantastic, isn't it? The Senate Tower. Every officer should see it sooner or later. I was raised there. My father was an admiral, and my mother was a senator. But they were both killed during the war.
That's tragic. I'm sorry to hear it.
Don't be. They gave their lives to protect this great republic. I'm sorry. My name is Spiricris Zerum. I used to be military, then a diplomat, but not anymore. Now I represent a group of loyal citizens, willing to go to any length to protect the true republic from its enemies.
What exactly is the True Republic?
The true republic is the one based on ideals, on the principles that carried us through history. Until now. Dangerous radicals are about to make a massive power play in the Senate. Senator Glirius Parvel is gathering support to break ties with the Jedi and establish an alliance with the Sith Empire.
Sounds like some trouble incoming.
My colleagues discovered a way to expose Parvel's plan to the public, turn the political tide against this insanity. But our one shot's about to pass us by. Parvel's put us all on Senate's security watch list. We can't even get near the tower.
I can handle it.
I mean, you might actually be willing to help us? A diplomatic parcel is being delivered to Senator Parvel's office. All you'd have to do is steal the parcel and smuggle it out to me. Will you do it?
I'd be honored to lend a hand.
Thank the stars. Until you came along, I was beginning to give up hope. A courier droid is delivering the documents to Senator Parvel. Use this scrambler box, and it'll hand the parcel to you. Just intercept it before it reaches his office. I'll be waiting here.
Stop right there! I see what you're doing! How dare you accost the Senator's courier droid? Stealing documents, what's the matter with you? This is the heart of the Republic, the greatest bastion of democracy in the galaxy.
I'm here to protect the Republic.
By breaking the law and undermining the political process, I find that hard to believe. I know you people and your drivel about protecting the true Republic. However unpopular Senator Parvel's ideas might be, the principles of the Republic give him the freedom to express those ideas.
Guess you have a point.
Exactly. Thank you. If you take the Senator's documents, you spit on everything the Republic stands for. But the real culprits here are the paranoid fanatics you've gotten yourself tangled up with.
Makes sense to me.
Look, it's not too late for you to turn around and do the right thing. I could even forget I saw you. I have this parcel of outdated agricultural revenue documents. Give me the Senator's parcel and take these to your friends instead.
The Senator can continue. For now. I'll take back the fakes.
You're doing the right thing. I'm glad you recognize the misguided intentions of these fanatics. On behalf of both the Senator and myself, thank you, and good luck.
There you are. I was beginning to worry Senate security was causing you trouble. How did it go? Did you get Parvel's documents?
They went smooth as silk.
Good. That's the way we like it. Here, you take your price, and I'll take the parcel. Rest easy knowing Senator Parvel's motion will never pass.
Happy to pitch in.
You're a hero to the true Republic. We won't forget what you've done.
A famous lieutenant, hero of the Republic. You're starting to get quite a reputation. Agent Yorkson, SIS. Never mind the outfit, I'm undercover. I need help. We've been moving our people into the Finnac shipping company for months. We want to stop contraband weapons shipments. Now Black Sun started hijacking Finnac's freighters, killing the crew and grabbing the cargo. If I send in SIS, our cover is blown. We start all over.
Just say the word. I've got a weakness for women in uniform.
Weakness? Weak isn't exactly how I would describe you. I can offer you a hefty payment if you help us flush out the hijackers and find the freight.
I think we can make a few hijackers regret their choice of career.
Once they're taken care of, we need to know where they take the freight. Try checking around the docks. Black Sun's got to have a loader programmed to offload the cargo somewhere secure. I heard you sent the Black Suns packing. Have you tracked down where they took the cargo yet?
I've got what you asked for.
I'll send a security cleaning crew down there immediately. Then we can try to patch up this operation.
You want the runner? Kolkata chuska no iku chusa. Yumata chipontata. Jeska koliraka kanchanga. Bomba kunchinka.
What evidence are you looking for? I might know something.
What room the border done we wanki watoba yakaloka. The goliji watahumpa mulira watawampa. Niradisa slemo crispa, tokanki kon kikopa.
How can I be of assistance?
Oroja kunto, tubatulia musta, mo gran tempo tumuki tonka. Inaliske chenanga wachit kospa, ini kontinga.
I'm here to pick up the recordings you have for Deuce Everton.
You want to spray paint that on the walls or anything? Little discretion here. Tell Dooch it's just what he asked for. Enough for the Republic to make arrests. Black Sun, the real stuff. Hope they can make it stick. This is Coruscant. You shouldn't have to be afraid for your life just because you get off the wrong elevator.
Lobach says the recordings in here should be enough to make arrests.
Fuibaniaka twipi tabo katonka, wana waka. Wadwana ubikili watabunka, tonka patonka luarda. Wama otaka joka hatapawa. Tabamba wulya.
What do you know? It's good to see another brave soul, soldier. Come on over. I'm Captain Theraguin. Last officer on the job here since the patrol stopped. Welcome to Black Sun territory.
What do you mean by that?
I take it you're new here. Black Sun, Coruscant's nastiest gang. They've infested this entire sector. The locals only venture out of their apartments when they have to scrounge for supplies. Now with no security forces, what future do they have? And Black Sun has a new game. Call it Boom.
This doesn't sound good.
Black Sun steals Republic supply crates, takes the supplies out, then rigs the crates with explosives. Then they set the trapped crates in the street, make bets on how long before some fool tries to open them.
Only cowards attack civilian targets.
Yeah, it's one thing when the gang shoot at us, but killing innocents for fun? I tried to defuse the crates myself. The mechanics are simple, but Black Sun's everywhere. Nearly killed me last time.
I can handle Black Sun. I want to make things right.
Thank you. That's just what I needed to hear. Now, Black Sun's explosives are pretty simple. I can show you what to do. Anything you can do, I'll be more than grateful. But be damn careful. Haven't heard an explosion in a good while. Guess that means you defuse those crates.
I think I found them all. Let's hope Black Sun doesn't get any more.
We'll make sure. No more people will be killed looking for food. Now, I'm no rich senator, but let me give you a little something for taking care of this. Recognition.
I don't expect a reward for doing my duty.
Rare to find someone not out to make a profit. You probably have other business, so I won't keep you. Watch your back out there.
Hey, soldier. Hold up a minute, would you? I'm Phalaris. I think you and I should have a private chat.
What can I do for you?
There's a rumor going around that Black Sun's about to clean house. Snitches, rival gang leaders, they're all gonna be dead meat. There's a list of these unfortunate individuals sitting on their computers. I need those names.
That sounds easy enough.
Well, it's not as straightforward as you might think. I can slice into Black Sun's computers and get the hit list, but they'll be able to trace me. So while I'm slicing in, I need someone to break into the Black Sun hideout and shut down their tracing equipment. Think you can do that?
I won't fail.
Time to make this happen. All right, go! Go! Well, since I haven't been visited by any large, angry Black Sun thugs, I take it you got everything taken care of?
Don't worry. You're safe.
Alright, that's great news. What a relief. Here, something for your trouble. I can't thank you enough for your help. You know, it's funny. There are people who would pay a frigate load of credits for this list.
Sensitive intel like that could cause havoc in the wrong hands.
If the list goes public, everyone on it would be warned, and we'd make a tidy profit. I say we seize this opportunity while we can.
That list should be used to save lives.
You just don't give in, do you? Oh, you're right. I shouldn't be looking for a quick profit. I'll make sure the list ends up in the right hands. Lives are more important than credits anyhow. See you around then. Thanks again for all your help.
Don't tell me. The military's gonna clean up this mess. We could use the help. I used to be proud to say Lieutenant Dorn, Coruscant Security Forces. These days, it's just a job. Doesn't even pay the bills.
You should be proud of what you do.
Right now, I'm just trying to keep my head above the garbage. Now some stupid holodisk was stolen, and the commander wants me to deal with it. I don't have the manpower to recover stolen intelligence. I can't just pull a commando unit out of my helmet, can I?
You've got an elite commando unit right here.
You volunteering? I was probably going to figure something out, but hey, I'll take you up on that. Here's the deal. You probably don't know them, but there's these weird, secret passages running all over the planet. The funny thing is, we didn't even know about these passages until the schematics were stolen off an old databank.
Why would anyone steal this information?
So they can sneak around the planet and get away with who knows what. But the schematics weren't taken by some gutter thief. They were taken by the blasted Justicars, crazy vigilantes. The Justicars are armed to the teeth. Most of my security officers just flat out refuse to tangle with them.
Isn't that their job?
Like I said, we don't get paid enough to stick our necks out too far. There's another detail. We don't know where the Justicars took the stolen schematics. An agent from the Strategic Information Service was assigned to track the thieves, but she hasn't reported back in.
Rescuing this spy should be top priority.
She's probably fine. You know how flaky intelligence types can be. Her name is Feeler Dan. A little old and a little batty, if you ask me. Feeler's last known location was in Justicar territory. If she's done her job, she should know where to find those schematics.
I'll locate her.
Now keep in mind, worthless as they may be, we're under strict orders to make sure these schematics aren't leaked to anyone. So after you find old Lady Feeler and recover the schematics, you make sure to bring them directly back to me. That's critical.
What do you want? I'm just an old woman minding her own business. Haven't done nothing to no one.
I take it you're the Republic spy?
Oh, so you're my backup. About time. I'm risking my neck loitering here. Republic security needs to get its act together. Downright insulting this has taken so long.
The lieutenant said you never contacted him.
He's never heard of radio silence? Idiot. Look, I tracked the data thieves down here, and I'm positive the Justicars took the schematics to their base. Probably to their main computer. You do realize, though, that once you take the schematics back, they'll just gather dust in some security storeroom.
The Justicars would use the schematics to hurt people.
Sure, but I'm not suggesting you let it go. Hear me out on this. My daughter runs a relief group called Undercity Assistance. They bring food and supplies to the poor in the lower levels. These schematics would help them avoid the gangs down here.
I don't see any reason you couldn't copy the maps you need.
That's just what I was thinking. Just bring the holodisk back to me after you get it, and I'll make a copy for my daughter.
Sounds like something I could get behind.
I think so. You have all the information I can give. Go pay a visit to the Justicars, and if you want that data put to good use, I'll be here. Well, now look here. The hotshot's back after busting into the Justicars' base. Did you find the holodisk kit? Can I make a copy for my daughter?
Here. Make your copy and give it back.
I had a good feeling the minute I met you. A quick copy. And there's your holodisk. Easy enough. You remember this. Undercity Assistance will use these secret passages to help people in need.
Coruscant needs all the help it can get right now.
Nice to work with someone who knows what they're doing. Now take that disk back so security can ignore it again.
You've been gone a while. I'm even working overtime. My commander's calling every 5 minutes, bugging me about those schematics. You get them from the Justicars?
Objective secured.
Finally. Here's what I can pay you, plus a little extra for hazard duty. And can we keep this quiet? Hiring you to get this back makes the rest of us look bad.
Those schematics could be very helpful. Be sure they aren't wasted.
Well, my commander's real excited to see these secret passages, but we'll see if he actually follows through. Either way, you spared my team a massive headache, and probably even a few casualties.
You there. The soldier. Could you spare a minute? No, don't look at me. Just look casual. Act like you're not talking to anyone. My name's Jafke. I'm with Republic Security. Is the street clear? Any Justicar patrols?
I don't see any Justicars in the street.
Alright, good. It should be safe for us to talk. For now. I already tangled with the Justicars. Trust me, you don't want to underestimate these guys.
Thanks for the heads up.
Gladly. I wouldn't want anyone else making the same mistake I did. Republic Security was actually excited about the Justicars at first. A bunch of ex-military guys forming a militia to take back the streets.
The Justicars weren't the allies you'd hoped for.
Republic Security hoped the Justicars would work alongside our officers, bring order to Coruscant's lower levels. But they pushed out Republic forces just like they did the criminals. They keep the peace down here, but they definitely aren't on the Republic side.
You were sent to find out more about the Justicars, right?
Not exactly. We've tried to run surveillance on their activities, but their signal jammers block every attempt. I thought disrupting the jammers would be easy, but the Justicar patrols are everywhere.
Anything I can do for you?
Yes, that'd be great. I built the devices to disrupt the Justicar's jammers. They just need to be installed. Can you do that for me?
I'll take the devices and place them for you.
Thank you so much. Here, take the devices. They need to be planted at several points around the district. That's the tricky part. Justicar patrols are everywhere. Once you've planted the devices, make your way back. Good luck, and thanks. You're back! Thank goodness. Did you get all the devices in place?
The devices are all in place.
What a relief. I really can't thank you enough for your help. Alright, let's see if these things work. They're booting up now. Synchronizing, and... It's working! The frequencies are all clearing, one by one. This is fantastic.
Looks like it's mission accomplished.
I never could have done this without you. Never. Amazing. Here. I could never reward you enough for what you've done. I'll notify headquarters that the jammers are down. Thanks again for your help. This mission would have been a complete failure without you.
Excuse me, you don't look like a Justicar. I hope. The Justicars say they're protecting us from the Black Sun, that they're better than the gangs, but they're not. I hate them. You're really not one, right? I don't want to get in trouble, like Brayden did.
Who's Brayden? Are you asking for my help?
Please, can you help me rescue Brayden? He's my brother. He's only 15, but they think he's older. They say they indentured him because he broke one of their stupid curfew laws. So they lock him up all day and make him shoot the Black Sun all night. He's going to die!
Don't worry, I'll get your brother back.
Pop always told us to trust soldiers, but I wasn't sure, after the Justicars. Thank you. To get to Brayden, you'll need some special belt they all wear. It's the only way to get past the security field where Brayden is. Please bring him back to me.
Your sister sent me. You're free.
Rennie? Oh, but she's a little girl. How could she... Why? Now they're gonna kill me. Quick, can you put that back? Get it working again or something?
You want to run that by me again?
I can't escape. As long as the Justicars have me in their records as a curfew breaker, they'll just hunt me down again. And if they get me for going AWOL, they'll use torture. Unless... Look, if you really want to help, go into their computers and delete my file. I'll hide somewhere. When things die down, I'll find Rennie again.
Your brother is free. He says he will find you as soon as it's safe.
Really? The Justicars were saying he'd been killed. But he's alive? Really? Thank you, thank you. You're my second best friend in the whole world.
A soldier? Special forces? Oh, beautiful, baby, beautiful. Just what I need. So my name's Pouse, right? And I'm a journalist. The only journalist down here who isn't afraid to dig up the truth. I'm onto something major with these Justicars. I'm gonna blow the lid on all their tyranny and oppression and show all of Coruscant what they really are.
Sounds like something I could get behind.
I'm glad you think so too, my friend. I'm working on a major scoop, a clear-cut case of wrongful arrest, illegal imprisonment, and unjust execution. Proof I need is just out of reach, though. I need a fearless hero to get that evidence. I need you.
Just tell me what needs to be done, boss.
I knew you were the one. You're a fighter, baby, fighting the good fight. Raquel Lysanis, son of a wealthy family, arrested and executed without trial or explanation. He's the key to everything. The catalyst, the dirty little secret. Nobody's talking about Raquel's death. Not the Justicars, not his family, nobody. So I need the facts, straight from the source, the Justicar Tower. And that's where you come in.
Infiltrate, search, and seize. Understood. What will I be looking for?
Interrogation droids. They're the key. Justicars use them all the time, and they record everything they see. Find the droid that recorded Raquel, smash it, and yank the memory core. You can check the core on the Justicar computers to make sure you've got the right one.
That sounds easy enough.
All right then, as soon as you've got the recording I need, bring it back here and we'll show Coruscant the truth about these Justicars. Good luck, buddy. Good luck.
Recording Raquel Lysanis, Adjudication Session 1, Captain Dragon presiding. Master Lysanis, you're accused of criminal activity under Supreme Law 8814, aiding and abetting an enemy of the Protectorate. How do you plead?
How do you think I plead? Not guilty. I don't even know what you're talking about. This is a violation of my rights. Look, my father gives you people a lot of credits. He's not going to be very happy about this.
That is entirely irrelevant. Your plea is now on record. This session is concluded.
You have no intention of even giving me a fair trial, do you? This is oppression, and I promise you, my father...
Recording Raquel Lysanis, Adjudication Session 2, Captain Dragon presiding. Master Lysanis, as you know, your alleged girlfriend, Mistress Daria Felton, failed to corroborate your alibi. Mistress Felton's testimony reports of 6 eyewitnesses, and the blasters found in your residence are sufficient proof of your membership in the Black Sun crime syndicate. Do you have any closing statements?
You know what? I do. You idiots got me this time. But you should know, I've been running operations under your nose for years. I've been working for the Black Sun since I was a kid. You people are pathetic.
Very well, your closing statements have been recorded. This session is concluded.
You're going to lose this war in the end. The Black Sun will rise.
I've been hearing some serious comm chatter, pal. Sounds like you made a mess in the Justicar Tower. Did you find any recordings of Raquel? Don't keep me in suspense.
Here you go, boss. Straight out of the Justicar Detention Center.
Terrific. Let's see what you found. Oh, no! Raquel, you snake! No wonder your parents won't talk about you, you little thug. Great. My whole story shot to pieces. That little jerk was my best lead. Now I've got nothing to go on.
Even if this lead didn't work out, you're still right about the Justicars.
I won't let this keep me down. I'll find the proof. Just gotta stick it out a little longer down here, that's all. Anyways, thanks for all your help. Keep fighting the good fight. I'll see you around.
better watch your weapons, Lieutenant. Everyone's desperate for them in Justicar territory. Agent Reed Gandon, Strategic Information Service. Notice anything odd down here? Like how quickly the Justicars took control? Weapons and armor don't just materialize out of thin air. The Justicars have a supplier, and it isn't the Republic. You follow?
Where else can the Justicars get what they need?
If not legally from the Republic, there's a few options. The Exchange, Separatists, even the Empire. Whoever's got the weapons runs the show. The SIS needs to know where those supplies are coming from. The Justicars control their own shipping dock, and I'm sure they keep records. I just need someone who can handle an ambush to get them.
Storming the docks might make the Justicars suspicious.
If there were another way, I'd be topside and long gone by now. Get those records to me as soon as you find them. You don't want to get waylaid by the Justicars.
Shipping records from the Justicar docks. This should be everything you need.
Couldn't have done it better myself. These records prove the Justicars are getting supplies from off-world. I'll transmit these to headquarters, let them chew on it a while. You've got my thanks.
Finally, military assistance. I'm Fez Burba, scientist notary of the Republic and planetary consult to the Galactic Senate. My current project could alter history. If my theory proves correct, I will be the most famous scientist who ever lived. Consider this. We all know the Imperial bombardment of Coruscant wreaked havoc on the infrastructure. But what if it also damaged the planet's very core?
Would there be a way to repair the damage?
Perhaps, depending on the extent of it, but most likely the planet would have to be evacuated. It is crucial that I get seismic readings from the lower levels, specifically from the Works sector. In the spirit of scientific inquiry, and on behalf of the safety of the Republic, I need you to perform this critical mission. Prove my theory correct, and the Senate will grant me a substantial endowment for further research. I will give you a generous reward as compensation.
I'll do everything I can.
I should warn you, in the unlikely case that my theory is wrong, I'll have to pay significantly less. Budgetary constraints, you know. All that's required is that you take the Burba Seismic Activity Reader, my invention of course, and use it in the Works. The reader is both accurate and user-friendly. The challenge will be in the journey, not in the science. Welcome back, my illustrious colleague. Tell me you've taken the seismic readings.
It was rough, but I pulled it off.
Fantastic! I tell you, we're going to make history together. Quickly, please, let me examine the Burba Seismic Activity Reader. What? It can't be. This indicates there is no unusual seismic activity at all.
This means the planet won't be destroyed, right?
Yes, I mean, of course. I'm just surprised. It's atypical for one of my theories to be wrong. This could reflect very poorly on my reputation. I suggest you take your compensation and keep quiet. I believe the reward is generous given the outcome. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much to consider. Farewell.
Hail to the glory of the apparatus. Welcome to the hallowed walkways of the great works. I am Osiris, the chief engineer. I serve the great machines, the true rulers of Coruscant.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Osiris.
It's always good to see another humble biological down here. These machines are the vital organs of the planet. Biologicals are merely parasites, totally dependent on the infinite energy of the Great Ones. But discord emerges among the exalted masters. The stationaries grant sustenance to the biologicals, but the mobiles long to destroy our kind.
What are stationaries and mobiles?
The stationaries are industrial behemoths, creators. The mobiles, some call them droids, are workers. Understand this. One of the stationaries, Thermodraft, is in great pain. He's melting down. But the mobiles will not let me help him. When he dies, thousands of biologicals above will die with him. His energy will be unleashed.
Are you talking about some sort of explosion? Radiation leak?
Both. Thermodraft dies an angry death. You are only a mere biological. But perhaps you could help save Thermodraft. You'd have to release the control valves on his steel skeleton. Do this and matters could be set right.
Let's call this Operation Machine Rescue.
That seems fitting. Thermodraft lives farther down into the works. You'll see him. He is astounding to behold. I have been awaiting your return, biological. I feared for the fate of my lord. I heard his cries grow silent. Tell me that means you saved him. Tell me the great Thermodraft lives on.
Mission complete.
Praise the Maker. I don't know what I would have done if Thermodraft died. The machines have given me many amazing gifts. Take this one. May it serve you as you have served Thermodraft.
I'm just glad the big guy's gonna be okay.
I am too. Did I tell you that Thermodraft is one of the originals? He's a legend. Glory to you, biological, and glory to the great machines.
Thanks, stranger. Didn't think anyone else was fool enough to wander this pile of rubble. Stupid move, trusting some prig senator. Jedi temple's abandoned, he says. No one to fight, only trouble's getting there. What do we find? Battle droids, Imperial commandos, Sith. We're lucky all they did was take our haul and lock us in here to die.
Serves you right for stealing from the dead.
I'm no grave robber. The senator's got a rightful claim. Senator Starsnow's after a journal that belonged to his dead kid. Some bigwig Jedi fell during the sacking. Journal's all that's left of him. I feel for the senator and his credits, but those commandos have the journal now. They aren't gonna spare us twice.
The senator deserves it more than the Empire.
Suit yourself, soldier. Fighting the Empire's your job, not mine. Senator Starsnow's waiting near the Senate Tower. If you can get that journal back, he'll be expecting you. Thanks for the rescue. Come on, boys, this job's a bust.
Your son's journal, Senator. There were Imperials in the temple, and your mercs were overwhelmed.
Imperials? In the Jedi Temple? No wonder the mercenaries never returned. The Empire couldn't be after family heirlooms. I must inform the Senate of this. Thank you, Lieutenant. And be careful. If the Empire's on Coruscant, we may need our soldiers soon.